Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here, and welcome back to another episode here on the YouTube channel. In today's video, we have two massive games in London as we play Leeds and Chelsea here in our first games in October. What this allows us to do is recap how we started so far in the Premier League and discuss a couple things that are going wrong here at the football club. With that being said, do let us know if you're enjoying the content by giving it a like and subscribing to the YouTube channel. It definitely helps us out. And leave a comment about how your save is going. Let's get straight into it though. We're off to Ellen Road against a Leeds side that are battling relegation. And we have not been good in one department, and that is scoring goals. Going to go straight into the data hub. And if you have a look at us right now after 7 games played, our expected points position is 9th. We currently sit 10th. But the big thing on that is we have 11.1 expected goals, and we have only scored 6. And we're 5 goals underneath. We do not have anyone that wants to put the ball in the back of the net. We're actually red across the board, but it is what it is. At least it hasn't been too bad form-wise. Since losing to Forest on the opening day, we did beat Wolves 2-0, and we currently are live on stream, so links down below to come follow us live. We've been live for the last 4 hours. We did win 2-0 away from home, which is good to see. We beat West Ham 1-0 in the 90th minute with Josh Herman scoring, who has been developing very well, but not scoring for us, apart from that one goal. And he did miss a penalty. We beat York in the Cabaret Cup before losing to Villa in a game where Jose Mourinho has gone to Villa and Unai Emery has gone to Man City because Pep decided to leave City to go to Arsenal for whatever reason. But yeah, as you can see, Mourinho's men absolutely killed us. Before, I played Chelsea, and one of the reasons I'm giving him, I went full strength to attack him in the Cabaret Cup. Chelsea played a very strong side with Jackson, Woodrick and Kunku, Samuel, Lavia, Badiashile, Thiago Silva. I'm believing that's Thiago Silva at like 40 years of age. No, it's Anthony Silva, even better. A strong side, and we won 4-0. We then drew to Brighton 1-1 in a game where Brighton did not have a shot on target or, did very little. A George Davis own goal, unfortunately, the 90th minute cost us. I will say, if you look at him right now, he's currently developing quite nicely. And at 16 years of age, you can see the well-roundedness that you really like to see from a wonder kid that looks that good. And lucky last, we then lost to Bournemouth 2-1 in a game yet again that we really should have done better in. We had more possession, 1.49 XG, 12 shots, and conceded a goal in the 86th to a penalty and a 96th minute loss, which means that we have given away in our last 3 games 2 times. We've given away points because we conceded goals in the last 5 to 10 minutes of the football game, which is annoying. Against Leicester, we absolutely dominated again at home, and Herman missed a penalty. And I don't really know what to do at the moment with the team in terms of goals. Kristovic has been starting for us so far. 6 starts, 6.4, not have played well, and has not scored. And Herman hasn't played well either, but he got a goal at least for us. When he plays for Wales, he does seem to score as the advanced forward. I do think that's his best role. But one of our lads, Berger, in the chat says he's using a poacher at the moment, and a poacher has been scoring for him. So what we're going to do in this first game is go with a poacher of Herman and see how the poacher goes. I do think if Kristovic isn't going to score, we might as well just play Herman because at 17 years of age, he's probably getting good enough to play for us in the league. And see how we go. In terms of other teams, other players that we need to discuss here as well, is we're going to just discuss a few of the lads that are developing and aren't developing. Luis Dominguez is looking this good at the moment, developing, and as you can see, already up the 3-star. A lot of items are 14, and I expect the Colombian international to keep continuing on. I also think that we have to speak about Dan Robertson, who's now up the 4-star and is looking really good, and I do think he's going to become one of our best players at the football club. Koulibaly is also doing the same sort of thing as well. And I have to discuss, where is he here as well? Ceravolo. Ceravolo on the bench has been developing, and his mentals are starting to come along. If we can get those physicals up, I do think there is a world-class 10 in him, and McAtee is going to have some competition come towards the end of the season. A couple guys that aren't developing, the big one here is Jared Cunnington. If you look at his progress here and you look at his progression, it says that he's playing well and he's been developing. I don't think he really has been. If you look at attributes you're looking of all time, there is some good major mental boosts, but nothing really to write home about. I think this is his last game for us here at centre-back at the moment. After playing the first 6 games at a 6.75, there is more downward, regression than there is progression. And it may be the case that we put him back to the 3rd, 4th choice, and it might be a case we loan him out for the second half of the year to try and get him to develop again in the championship. This guy, by all accounts, should be ready to go, but I just don't see it at the moment with Jared, which is a bit annoying as well. I think the same thing can be said for a lot of other players that are not really developing out of this world, like Jean Carlos hasn't really been developing, etc. There's been a lot of regression to the mean. If you look at us here, apart from our goalkeeper that is on loan, that's doing well, no one else is developing well. Lucky last, though, Fanat Chassing Shannon has been keeping clean sheets fun and has only conceded 2 goals all season so far, and that includes all the international games that he has played. As you can see, there's the reason why he's loaned him in right there. He's developing that well, and I really do think with this loan spell and the next loan spell, there is a goalkeeper that could become very good in him too. All right, let's get into this Leeds game before we then play Chelsea. By the way, in the Cabaret Cup, because we beat Chelsea, we did go draw Shrewsbury in the 4th round, a team we should be beating, and then hopefully from there we continue on and do very, very well in the competition. Now, there was just a 20-day break, so the boys aren't 100% fit, but let's get into this game and see what we can do out here against Leeds, who have a decent squad at the moment and still have Gnonto up front as well. Boys seem like the pressure's lifted. I'm hoping... I believe in him, is what I'm going to say. Herman. Look, this system seemed to score goals for fun last year, or scored enough goals that was decent. This year we just don't score. The one thing I will say is at least defensively we have looked pretty solid, and Arthur's been pretty good in goal as well. And let's see how we go. I will say I am going to pick the same team that did beat Chelsea 4-0 in the Cabaret Cup. We haven't scored many set pieces as well this season, but Pavlovic picks up the ball, chips one towards the back stick. Your doggy heads and just over the bar. 0-0 after 5 minutes. Should have maybe been a bit of a better ball into the box. We've been the more aggressive of the two teams in terms of chances here as well. But it is what it is. Anyway, Koulibaly has been fantastic. Good ball to McAtee, who I think has been very good too. And Robinson. Inside the Koulibaly. McAtee needs a runner. There it is. Destiny, your doggy. Can he find a ball in the box? No, he's going to go himself. No, he's going to find McAtee. Puts it wide. It was deflected wide. It was a corner kick. That's where we need your doggy to get down the line and score. Shoot, cross. That's pretty poor from Destiny, your doggy. McAtee now. Ball in. Back stick. Your doggy's there. Doesn't win it. He's 6'2". He's very good in the air. And Mariba is going to recycle. Robinson. And that's your highlight. As you can see here. I don't know why, but the game keeps putting Cunnington on long throws. That's definitely not a pen. Cunnington has 7 long throws. No matter what I do, we cannot change that. I'm going to start having to do the set pieces myself. No penalty. Yeah, because I want Robinson on it because he's got 13 long throws or 12 long throws, which is not bad. Another corner. Dominating start here, but this has been our problem, is not scoring. And it's another short one too, which I don't get. Pavlovic. Herman, 1-0. Onside. Josh Herman, back stick scores as the poacher. A goal, finally, for Josh. Finally a goal for Josh. McAtee, Pavlovic, good short corner. I do have my short corner, near stick corner routine as the predominant. Then with a back stick one too, which I seem to score goals with when they do with it back stick, and then that one. But yeah, 7 shots here in the first 25 minutes, but a goal to Josh. We've looked the better side, even though we haven't had much of the ball. Our big issue has been conceding goals late doors though. Time it ticks away. Ball goes long. Origa wins. Mariba. Arthur. Arguably was fouled. Sinistera's now in behind. No free kick here. Gnonto looks like he's going to score. Arthur, what a save. Would have counted. Arthur with his big frame and his big body. He got us a 1-0 win against Leicester. I reckon we beat Leicester 1-0 at home. 95th minute one, I want to say very similar to that, but on the other side of goal. But there we go. We lead 1-0. It's a long throw for Cunnington again with his 7 long throws. That's actually not a bad one. Cunnington now. Koulibaly keeps it. Robinson now, who should be taking our long throws. I don't know why the game does what it does. Arthur. Robinson. Mariba. McAtee was the ball, and if it found him, we were in. But now on the break comes Alvarez. This is a problem now. Gnonto. And just like that, on the break, Leeds haven't done much, and it just sums up how we've been in this save in the Prem so far, is that we just don't score enough goals, and we just seem to lose every game we play away from home, no matter what we do. Pavlovic to whip. Instead, it goes short to Arthur, who was fouled again. And then the first highlight, which they scored from Arthur, was clearly fouled. He was fouled again there as well. He's being kicked out the game, little Arthur. Robinson goes down the line. Backs the ball. Pavlovic is a big boy. Hits the post. Of all people, it's Josh Herman, but this time the flag has gone up pretty quickly, which makes me believe it's offside. And that is going to still be 1-1. But at least Josh is getting in better areas. And it is offside. Let's go see this. Pavlovic probably should do better when he wins the header. He's onside by a mile, game. Wow. Is what it is. At half-time, we've been the better side, but it is 1-1. Going to fresh the arms and tell them it was unacceptable. Reverse the camera. Cunnington is about to come off here as well. I just don't think he's played well enough. In 55 minutes played, we are going to get Cunnington off for Oliveira. And Pavin's going to come off for Arthur and move to the inverted winger on support, which he prefers. Double change. We continue on. Even game of football out there in terms of momentum. Leeds having the better of it after half-time. Even amount of possession. Archie Gray, ball in, bat stick, Arriga clears. You doggy, be brave. Just play out. Oliveira's good with his feet. Arthur's got time. Oliveira. Great ball out. 15 passing from centre-back. Oliveira does very well, the wonder kid from the Netherlands. That's superb from him. McAtee, Herman, McAtee, big moment. Very well done by Josh Herman. This one looked onside. I'm pretty confident this one's onside. Flag stays down. It is going to be 2-1. Josh Herman, poacher. Here we go. Struggling for goals. Get him on a poacher. In the end, Herman, good ball inside. McAtee, good run. Good finish from Josh. It's Josh McAtee, right? James McAtee, apologies. James scores. Robinson. Cleared away. And again, heads down. Koulibaly. Mariba. Back to Oliveira. You doggy. Mariba. Koulibaly. Fouled. Another one. Robinson doesn't win that one there. Cabrera, the wonder kid who we nearly signed. If you want to have a look at a good regen striker, I'll show you him. Another one where we were fouled. We were chopped. Like, what part of the ball are they winning? Arriga sweeps up. McAtee again. On your bite, James. Good ball to Christian Pavon. He can beat people. He gets to the byline. He cuts it in there. Pavlovic, what a save from the Leeds goalkeeper. And have a look at Cabrera, by the way. That's Cabrera. He rejected me to go to Leeds. Just very salty. McAtee is pretty dead out there. I'm going to bring Saravolo in. Is what we're going to do. Mariba's going to come off here for Davis, who's going to move in as a ball-winning midfielder and defender, help us see this game out as well, I think, is a smart move. And we're going to leave one change up our sleeve. Late doors, the time waste with. Pavlovic, short to Saravolo, out to Josh. Robinson, got time. He can run at people too. He's quick enough to beat them. I don't know what he was trying to do there. In the end, he did nothing. He forgot that he had the ball at his feet and just kind of ran it to him. Cabrera, Saravolo wins. Very well done. Robinson, this time he moves it around with Arriga. Carlos Oliveira, with that's 15 passing. Finds your doggy. Into Saravolo. Needs a runner. Josh Hammond. Robinson was onside. Cuts it. Pavlovic. A flag goes up. Very good run. Flag does go up. It stays up. VAR says no. Annoying one, this one. Pavlovic is ahead of his man. Unfortunate. Time ticks away. We've been the better side here in terms of XG. But yet again, performing under our XG. What's new? But we win, and that's the main thing. That's a big 3 points away from home. Our away form this year has been better than last year's, which is good. Herman actually looked really good up front as well. I'm very happy with that and how the boys have played there. That is superb. We'll continue that on. Mourinho spotted at Ellen Road, looking at Arriga to bring him in at Aston Villa. Not going to happen unless it's for 100 mil. 186 mil to be precise. With that being said, I'll see you guys in a second for Chelsea. If we win this game as well, maybe we start dreaming of Europe. I doubt that highly, though. Here we are, YouTube. Chelsea now. 4 versus 8. They're looking for some revenge. Our away form would dictate that we're going to get beat here, but we'll give you this game. Unfortunately, Pavon was going to start. We had to give him an injection. He just got injured. But Pavon has been pretty decent so far. Not in the league, but in the Cabaret Cup, he's been very, very good. With that being said, look, this is a good spot for us and a free hit here as well, and 13 points, and have got a plus goal difference, which is good. I am going to pick the same team that did beat Chelsea that day, which is the team that is on stream with Waylon Reneke coming in at centre-back with a little bit more experienced. Pavon playing as an inside forward on support, even though I prefer him as an inverted winger. And that was a day where Kristovic played up front as a complete forward. I'm pretty happy with that, though, and then that allows me to rotate for the next game as well, which is fine. We get Shrewsbury, and that's exactly what I'm going to do when we get to that game there as well. Let's get into this game, though. Let's see how we go here against Chelsea. Going to put Kristovic, obviously, as a complete forward on attack as well, which is more what he prefers. And let's go have a look at this Chelsea side that lines up. So they've got Kobel, James, Silva, Badiashile, Chilwell, Caicedo, Fernandez, Sterling, Wirtz, Mudryk, and Nkunku. So a similar side. We're not exactly the same side that we beat 4-0 in the Cabaret Cup. I tell you guys right now, if we walk away with this game being a draw, I'm very happy as well. But yeah, look, so far things look okay. You know, I said I've been targeting that ninth place finish and maybe get towards Europe if possible. This would be a big step in the right direction if we get something against Chelsea after beating him in the Cabaret Cup. James McAtee finds Robinson. Robinson now. Ball into Kristovic, linking up play. Pavlovic. Wasn't far away. It was a decent strike. 0-0. Forest, by the way, beating Sunderland. Forest have actually been decent so far this year in the league, since beating us on the opening day. If you have a look at the match momentum, it has been more Chelsea, but we have been plucky, and that's the main thing. And this system is on discipline, so we generally are okay. Your doggy with a ball out there, and in the end, does enough to beat Sterling. McAtee now needs a runner. Pavlovic was a runner. In the end, he goes himself. Should have been a goal. He should have played Kristovic in, who would have been onside and had a tap in. But once he beats his man inside, he has to blast that past the keeper. That is a bad miss from Kristovic, and that is going to be 0-0. Look, half-time, I'm very happy with that. You're doing well, boys. We're not being pumped, and we're in the game, and that's all that matters. Not the sort of game where we had Pavon running around the Chelsea defence like no tomorrow, but we're having a decent game out there. So far, things are going okay. 65 minutes played. Pavlovic looking dead. Right, we are going to go and get Pavon to the other side here. We're going to get Arthur in as an inside forward on support. Koulibaly's looking dead too, so I'm going to bring George Davis in as a ball-winning midfielder here on defend. Destiny Udogie is going to come out for Oliveira, who's now going to also go in as a bit more of an inverted wing-back. Or in a bit like that. No more overlap. Pavon actually prefers being winger on this side, so I'm going to do that and keep Pavon wide. Actually going to tell him to stay wider. Main reason I want him to stay wider, it's already doing that, beautiful, is just be the width and allow Oliveira to defend. McAtee's pretty dead, but I'm going to keep Mariba on the park, and I'm going to bring in Sanchez as well. And we're going to go to that. Bit more energy in the middle of that park, a bit of youth, a bit of exuberance. Kristovic is going to get the full 90. Pavon looking dead as well. Mariba's looking dead here too. 76 minutes played. Ceravolo's been developing very well and will get out there as well. Like Ceravolo is doing very, very well at the moment. Look, 0-0 as it stands. Pretty happy. Robinson. Arriga. Goes back to Arthur. Finds Waylon Reneke, who at the moment in these bigger games have been doing very well, so he might be back in the starting 11 moving forward. Ceravolo going on a run. Turns back home. Sanchez. Young Davis. He's good with the ball at his feet. Robinson. Great side-to-side movement. Arthur now. Davis. Robinson. Good 1-2. Looked for Robinson. Didn't find him. And in the end, Kobel goes long. Wasn't a bad move. Lukaku's a big boy. He's going to win that. Mudryk keeps it in there too. Davis wins the header though and does well. Giancarlo's heads it straight back to Caicedo though. What's he doing? Sterling's got options. He might go for goal. He does go for goal. In the end, it's all Giancarlos's fault. The youngsters come on, the 20-year-old, and he's headed it straight back to him where he could have took a touch. Like, what are you doing here? He could take a touch, you could header it back to your keeper. Instead, he does a no-look header back into the middle of the park. We don't deserve to concede a goal like that. That is pretty piss poor. And it all came from a very good move from us as well. And we're going to look to lose 1-0 here against Chelsea. Just sums up that away form. It's just stupidity. Like, for a team that's young and should be developing, we make too many mistakes and there's not enough development. And a good press from us here. Can we force a mistake? Reece James, I think, is out now. Yeah, it does well. Gets past Pavon, who's just dead. Sterling now. Well done, Oliveira. Maybe with Kristovic on side. I think my initial reaction is off. Hopefully this is his first league goal for the season. And Giancarlo Oliveira makes up for the mistake. It is going to count. Come on, let's go. Well done, Giancarlo. Got on Sterling's touch. And then this is a ball. He's got 15 passing for a centre-back. And in the end, Kristovic, outside of the right boot, scores. Finally finds a goal. Free kick in Kunku. Arthur needs to be alert. Watches it over the bar. That's fine. Is there a chance late doors here? I'm going to move us now into time wasting, to be fair. I just think that we have to. 1-1 here is huge. Been struggling for goals, but we found one here. And well, that's a massive result, boys. Away from home against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, we go 1-0 down and score straight away and get a goal and we win. Kristovic scores his first goal of the season, which is not good. That's a very satisfying result. Pavon is now out, but that's fine. And I'm very happy with that. That was pretty damn good. With that being said, I'll tell you guys when we're going to meet up next. It depends on the season. Leave him out now. Depends on the season here. If we go to schedule, having a good time of it. Thinking maybe in and around Boxing Day sort of areas. Don't know. Depends if we get in the third round of the FA Cup as well. Depends if we go on a run in the Cabaret Cup. It might be the Cabaret Cup quarter final. Could be. That's what we're going to leave it as. Thank you very much for checking out another episode. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. And give it a like and subscribe. We're in a pretty good spot. We currently sit 7th. Who knows? Maybe this is the year we finally make a run at European football in the Premier League.